Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his exact feelings about you. And I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. So please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. Meditate here on the 3 cards and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This would be 1, 2, and 3. Let's get straight into your reading. Hello, beautiful number 1. Welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his exact feelings about you. And I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. So please take one moment to click that like and subscribe to the channel. That is how you can help to support the channel. Let's get straight into your reading. So I see your energy. You're naturally drawn here into your card, the stone. And with the stone being your card of choice, I must say that the stone holds psychic and literal weight, okay? This is really about its energy is one of permanence. Its concreteness and its reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly impeccable to us as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go, and therefore it contains an ancient and eternal presence. This is really about how steadfast you are, how loyal you are, and how he sees that you are committed and you are ever present when it comes to the relationship. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he feel about you? What is his exact feelings? Thank you, Spirit. What are his exact feelings about you? The Lovers. So with the Lovers energy showing up, this is significant because we just got the insight about the stone and how the stone represents loyalty and how the Lover energy is in correlation with the stone because the Lovers are lovers. That's a connection where two people are connected as one. This is a connection where there's a deep partnership. There's a strength of two people together, and this is how he sees you. He sees that you hold these characteristics of the lover. You're someone that he can depend on. You are someone that will be there when times are hard, in times of need, whether they would be emotional needs, spiritual, or even financial. He sees you as being dedicated to the one that you love. Let's get more. Thank you, Spirit. What is his exact feelings about you? What are his exact feelings about you? What are his exact feelings about you? We have a lot of energy showing up, and I want to just go through the cards. This is it. This is great. A joy, simple to be. This is how he sees you. It's really about receiving. He feels that you're someone that is very open here. The energy of joy, it represents the throat chakra. See, I see that he sees you as being someone like you have a sacred place in his heart. There's a personal garden that is inside of your spirit that gives you that energy to nurture. It's really also about forgiveness here. He sees you as this goddess, someone that can nurture the family. You take care of the people that are really close to you. And there's nothing that you will not do for someone that you truly care about. And he sees these spiritual energies within you. And with that goddess energy, he sees you as someone that is very beautiful as well. That's quite interesting how that energy just really jumped out of the deck. Let's get more. How does he see you? Thank you, Spirit. His exact feelings. What are his exact feelings? Emotional intimacy. So with emotional intimacy, this is significant because you have here the stone, which is about loyalty. It's about being forever present. And then you have emotional intimacy here, laying naturally under the goddess energy, nurturing energy, along with the lovers. This is quite confirming. And I must say that your energy is starting out accurate AF, because the cards are laying out on their own. The energy is in correlation with each other quite naturally, and I am so grateful for that. So what he does say here is that I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something I'm still working on. So you see, he sees that you may have a higher emotional quotient than him. He feels like you are a lot stronger than he is when it comes to expressing your feelings, dealing with your feelings, or even, just being honest out in the open with how you care. He cannot do that. He hides his emotions. He does not wear his heart on his sleeve like you do. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he exactly feel about you? What are his exact feelings? Thank you, Spirit. What are his exact feelings about you? I also want to point out that with the stone energy here, this is earth energy. So you're looking at Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo in the top placements of the birth chart, and the sun, moon, or rising signs, the 7th house of relationships, or even the planet Venus in his birth chart or your birth chart as a confirmation here in the reading. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he see you? His exact feelings about you, what are they? What are his exact feelings? I love the 5th house showing up because the 5th house is in alignment with the energy that has been showing up so far within your reading. The 5th house is a house in an astrological birth chart. There are 12 houses in astrology in that birth chart, and the 5th house does represent passion. And you have the Lover's card here. You have emotional intimacy here. He's very passionate about you. I do want to say that. I do want to say that the energy of entertainment is showing up here in the reading. So something to do with entertainment, either with you, your creative gifts or talents, or his creative gifts or talents. Entertainment is here, and he is coming through with a message here, very significant. Love affairs, pleasure, parties, children, even humor here. He sees you as being very joyful. I love the fact that humor does show up because Spirit gave us that insight earlier. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, entertainment. Let me point out that the 5th house does rule over the zodiac sign of Leo, romance, children, and creativity. So it's something quite significant here as it does relate to you being creative, and he does see you in this way. He sees you as being very romantic, someone that does like the finer things of life, someone that does love to have a good time. You love to be intimate, and for you, intimacy could be just a warm talk, or it could just be you sharing how well your day went with this person. But you love intimacy. You love relationships where you feel close to the person. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And how does he feel about you? His exact feelings. I love this showing up. And I'm going to go with this card because this is the only one that is turned over in the reading, and the others are face down. So let's go with this card here. It says talking. Interested. He's interested in you for sure, wanting to converse more with you, awaiting a message from you, a text or a call. He's hoping that that text or call will arrive very soon. I do want to point out that there could be some hoovering energy as it does relate to this person's energy. Like he may be reaching out to you to tell you something, to suck you in, to pull you back into the relationship connection with him. Thank you, Spirit. He wants to communicate with you. Let's get more. Thank you, Spirit. How does he feel about you? His exact feelings. What are his exact feelings about you? You have here the Six of Pentacles. Of course, I love the Six of Pentacles showing up because you have the stone, which is your first card. And Spirit gave us the insight that the stone does represent the earth zodiac signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And then your final card here as a part of your spirit is the Six of Pentacles, and that pentacle energy is representative of the earth signs as well. And so that is quite significant here. But specifically with the Six of Pentacles, he does see you as someone that is very giving. You're very giving. And I do want to point out that the universe is always conspiring in your favor because you are a giving person. You are always receiving, and you may not receive back what you give from the person you give it to, but you always get it back. And so in this way, he sees you as being generous, very helpful to him, and again to the people that you are close to, or even strangers on the street. You will give money to maybe like a homeless person or a charity just out of the kindness of your heart. So he sees you as being just this wonderful person, very passionate. He feels like you have a high intuition as well, like you are growing with more discernment. And so he thinks about that a lot. He wonders whether or not he will be a part of your future, if this relationship will go. He worries about the future connection between you two. He thinks about that a lot. And so, number one, this does conclude your reading. And I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. Also, subscribe to the channel. That is how you can help to support the channel. And stay tuned. I will be uploading more videos. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful card 2. Welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his exact feelings about you. And I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. And so please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. I see your energy. You're naturally drawn here to your card representing the seed. And with the seed, this is quite significant because the seed, it's really about how beginnings come in many forms, and they are not always a beautiful seed placed intentionally in nourishing soil. The origin stories, like any birth story, are complex, surprising, multi-layered, and usually reveal a central image or detail that represents the fully formed being. Simply stated, the end is present in the beginning. The entire earth tree resides within the acorn. Whether you follow this imaginary theory or not, Know that when this card appears, there's potent generative energy all around it because it stirs your very insides and usually results in an antsy, impatient feeling. So pay particular attention to what agitates you, as it is a sure sign of growth to come, and you are bumping up against the growth edge. It is from the grit that the pearl eventually comes to be. So what I'm picking up here from his energy specifically is that he sees you as someone who's very generative. You look a lot younger than your age. He sees you as someone that's fertile, something to do here with children, and also a builder. You are a growth-minded individual, wanting to always move forward to build. There's something you're specifically working on right now to enhance your life so that you can evolve, and he sees you in this way. He may not mention this to you because of his own insecurities and not truly tapping into the higher version of who he is. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. What are his exact feelings about you? What are his exact feelings? And look at this, the future. So with the future, I can see that he says, hey, I dream about our future together, going on adventures and growing old together. I want it all. And that's what he thinks about. He wants to be with you. He doesn't really know how to show you in the physical sense, but in his mind, this is what he's feeling. And as he tries to align his mind with his heart, which is what his higher self is wanting, he is having trouble because there's some sort of discontent or discord within the relationship connection. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And how does he exactly feel about you? How does he feel? Look at the 9 of Swords. That represents the discord that Spirit just gave us insight on. The discord, the communication. There's a barrier there. He thinks about the barrier. He's worried about the future, whether or not this will be a relationship that will stand the test of time, whether or not this will be a relationship that can hold up, that will maintain a stability for the future. Thank you, Spirit. I do want to point out that the 9 of Swords energy, that Swords energy, it does represent the air zodiac signs. So you're looking at Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra that are significant in the top placements of the birth chart, and the sun, moon, or rising signs, the 7th house of relationships, or even the planet Venus in his birth chart or your birth chart as a confirmation here in the reading. But specifically here with the 9 of Swords energy, let me point out that this energy is about anxiety over the relationship, some sort of grief that he is dealing with as it does relate to connecting and communicating with you. So let's get more. Thank you, Spirit. His exact feelings about you. What are his exact feelings about you? Change of perspective. It's about a miracle. And I feel like that's what he's wanting. He's wanting a miracle within this connection. He wants something very different to take place here. He feels like there should be a change. And he also is wanting you to change your perspective on how you see him. But he must change his perspective on how he sees himself in order for that to take place. Yeah, he's hoping for a miracle as it does relate to speaking to you, communicating with you, getting along with you. This is what he is hoping for. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. What are his exact feelings about you? His exact feelings. What are they? And you have here, look at the sun. I love it. You know what I really love as well? I love that the sun card and the miracle card have the exact same color pattern. Look at the yellow, the orange, the golds, the browns, the greens. Synchronicity at its finest. Thank you, Spirit. So with the sun here, you know, he sees you in this way. He sees you as someone that is bright, optimistic type person, someone that is very successful. I feel like he sees you as someone that could be extremely successful. You have shown him this about you before. And with the sun showing up here, the sun rules over the zodiac sign of Libra, not Libra, Leo. The sun rules over Leo, and Leo is the only zodiac sign that the sun rules. So this is significant here with Leo showing up, as it is significant in the top placements of his birth chart or your birth chart. But let me also point out, again, he's hoping for a joyous outcome with this relationship connection. And he sees you as someone that is extremely or can be extremely successful. You are a go-getter. You are a goal maker. You may go back and forth with your ideas or take kind of a long time to select certain things, but you are a winner. There's something very high vibrational about like your second house. I feel like you could have Jupiter in the second house. The second house is the house of finances and security, but the second house, it also is ruled by the zodiac sign of Taurus. So I feel like you love luxury, and this is how he does view you. He views you as someone that could offer him security, because you have that mindset. You want to progress. You want to evolve. And so that's how he sees you in that way. And he knows that if he does stay connected to you, he will be successful, which is why he's very concerned about the future here. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. What are his exact feelings about you? What are his exact feelings, Spirit? Love. Unconditional love. Self-love. The energy of oneness. Passion, affection, and attraction. I feel like he wants this more than anything because he sees this in you. He knows that you offer this energy here of love. You've been loyal, dependent, dedicated to this person. You've offered so much to this person. You are reliable. And this is how he feels that you feel about him as well. I feel like he thinks that he needs to work more on like loving himself a lot more, so that he can show you the love that he knows that you deserve. Let's get more insight. I feel like maybe you had a conversation about self-love with him, about him, to him, or even like thinking to yourself that, you know, maybe he should love himself more, or even you putting yourself first in this relationship connection. Something about self-love and that recent topic is significant. Thank you, Spirit. And let's get more. What are his exact feelings about you? The 11th house. I love the 11th house showing up because the 11th house represents the future. And look at the card here, and look at how the 11th house lays naturally under the future. Thank you, Spirit. So that's significant that he is very concerned about the future, the growth of the relationship, because you did choose the seed. And once you plant a seed, it will grow no matter what energy you plant that seed with. If you plant it with good energy and you water it, it will grow and to manifest into something very beautiful. And so the opposite is true as well. And so this is really about the 11th house, friendship, group creativity, humanitarian hope. It's about a tribe and festivals, discoveries, having common goals, starting a business together, and maybe you spoke to him about a startup, something you guys could do together. And maybe he's not fully come around and understanding that you guys can be, do something together. I feel like you're rebelling now. When it comes to this relationship with this person, you are wanting to give up and focus on yourself, and Spirit is wanting you to know that that is quite all right, because sometimes you must let go in order to get what you want and in order to move forward and to really see the path more clearly. And thank you, Spirit. Again, the 11th house represents the future. So your reading here is extremely accurate. The number 11 is significant as well. Maybe in the birthday, birth month, birth year of this person. Something to do with the number 11 is significant, and you may have been seeing 1111 or 111 a lot on the clock. But either way, Spirit is speaking to you loud and clear here. Thank you, Spirit. So, beautiful card too. This does conclude your reading. And I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below, because I do love reading your comments. And they definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful number 3. Welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his exact feelings about you. And I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. And so please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. And let's get straight into your reading. I can clearly see here that your energy, you're naturally drawn here to your card, the shadow. And with the shadow card, this is significant because you see, although every card in the archetype deck, it has a shadow potential. But this card is asking you to delve into the qualities of the shadow itself. You often think that the shadow can be purified, illuminated, and made right through effort and achievement. However, it is typically the case that our lofty pursuit of ascension and perfection is the very source of shadow material itself. And so by rejecting parts of ourselves and the world, we begin to separate from the whole rather than getting to know the qualities and contents of our shadow. This is really about revealing the unconsciousness aspects of the self and of the world. So I can see that this person is very concerned about you knowing something about him, you finding something out about him that he has not fully expressed to you. And this is a concern of his, and not only you finding out, but other people finding out as well. He feels like you're an extremely intuitive person. I'm picking up water energy here, Cancer energy, moon energy. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So the zodiac sign Cancer is quite significant here in the top placements of the birth chart. And the sun, moon, or rising signs. The 7th house of relationships, or even the planet Venus in his birth chart or your birth chart as a confirmation here in the reading. Let's get more insight. What's happening here, Spirit? What is going on? What are his exact feelings? your perfection. He says, your beauty amazes me. I'm not sure how I'm attracted in someone like you, but I'm forever grateful. He sees you as very beautiful inside and out, giving, caring, aesthetically beautiful. I feel like he sees you as being more beautiful than you see yourself. And Spirit is encouraging you to let go of your self-doubt and let go of the criticism that you often say about yourself. And when you see yourself and you look in the mirror, always say, I am beautiful, because you are. This is how he does see you. He's very amazed at you. He's amazed at your growth, how you have overcome challenges, how you are this person that is growing into such a humble, beautiful, divine being. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And what is happening, Spirit? What is his exact feelings? What are his exact feelings? Oh my goodness, you are a cup of prayer. I love this. And not only that, I love how the cards are perfectly coordinated with your perfection. You're a cup of prayer. You see? This is how he sees you. Someone that is reliable, someone that is loyal, someone that he can depend on. It's about your grace, how you offer grace and you offer forgiveness to this person. Always there in the time of need. Picking up earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo in the top placements of the birth chart. And sun, moon, or rising signs is 7th house of relationships or the planet Venus, his birth chart or your birth chart, as a confirmation in the reading. And let's get more insight. What are his exact feelings about you? Whoa, look at Aquarius jumping out of the deck here. You're an innovator. Yes. He sees you as being very rational, able to communicate your thoughts. He feels like, you know, he can be triggering sometime, but you have grown to be really strong. Really strong. You know, and also you can be quite edgy as well. That's how he sees you. He feels like lately you've been detached from the relationship connection. He's wondering what's going on in your mind. Why aren't you communicating the way that you used to communicate? What is going on? Where are the texts? Why aren't you reaching out? Why have you pulled away your energy from him? He's missing that. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. What are his exact feelings about you? And you have here the Page of Wands. So with the Page of Wands, this is about freedom. And also Aquarius does represent the energy of freedom as well. So I find it quite confirmative showing up. Thank you, Spirit. The Page of Wands, that wand energy is also, it represents the fire zodiac signs. Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, as mentioned in the top placement of the birth chart, yours or his. But specifically here with the Page of Wands energy, he sees you as being very active. You're starting a new project right now, a very creative person, and you come up with really clever ideas. So he does recognize this energy in you, wishing that he had half of the energy that you have in order to put into your projects and things that you love doing as well. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And what are his exact feelings about you? What are his exact feelings, Spirit? You have here the Wheel of Fortune. Of course, the Wheel of Fortune would show up because all of the other cards are among this energy. He feels very fortunate to have you. As he says here, you are a cup of prayer. You are an answered prayer to this person. Something that maybe took place within his family or within a friend connection, and then you shows up and you help to relieve him of his life's burden here. And with the Wheel of Fortune energy, again, he feels extremely fortunate to know you, to connect with you. Very interesting energy. You know, I feel like also he sees you as good fortune. He feels like when he is communicating with you, when you guys are gelling together, that there's always something good that is taking place. He feels like your energy is of high vibrational energy. I feel like something's going on within this relationship though. And he's wishing for a turning point of luck. He's wishing for a change. He's hoping that something can take place that will make this relationship better and stronger. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. What are his exact feelings about you? And you have here, stabbed in the back. So there is the discord. Thank you, Spirit. So with heartbreak and pain, separation and deception, yeah, a shocking revelation, as it does relate to this person and something you did find out. There it is right there. And so this is why your intuition is higher right now, and you have raised your discernment about this person. You're not sure that you can trust him, and he knows this. He knows that you are not sure. He knows that you think about whether or not he is telling the truth, because you feel betrayed by this individual. So he knows that he cannot pull the wool over your eyes. He cannot trick you. He cannot play you. The game is over. The mask has been pulled off. You know what is happening with this person. You don't know the specific details on why he does what he does, but you know that you have been very loyal, giving, affirming, reliable, and you did not receive it back. And so he thinks about that. And so he just really is in a place now where he's like, he know that if he does want to be a part of your life, he really would have to do a complete turn and be a totally different person. Number 3, this does conclude your reading, and I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below, because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy.